Yeah. Oh my God. What's going on? There we go. There he is. Sup, Blues everyone. How's things, man? Good? I really like that maximizer. It's cool. I'm just trying to set this up. I don't know if it's gonna work. My computer's been acting weird today, but um we will see. And then got here we go. Just make sure that that worked. A little bit of a delay, huh? Yo, what up? This is your boy, the one they call Super Daddy Diode. On a Saturday morning, we're doing this thing I call Let Me DNB, where I work on drum and bass and do this on Wednesday nights and on Saturday mornings when I can. Here in New England, you kind of live only in the summertime, so it's like when I'm giving up a Saturday morning to do this, I'm giving up like a little bit of valuable time. So that's how much I value making drum and bass. You can check this and previous episodes on Dirtbox Recordings. Make sure you go there. Go check them out on YouTube and Instagram. Just look for Dirtbox Recordings. It'll be the first one that comes up. Shout out to Lee. And you can grab some merch like this shirt at alexdio.com if you want. Otherwise, that's that. So yeah, very, very, very long week, I would say, kind of. But shout out to the homie the Voss, who just had a brand new release on Warlock Audio. Am I wearing? I'm not wearing a Warlock Audio. I'm wearing a hat that I got probably like 15 years ago, bro. Look at this thing, still looks good, new. So the Voss just had a release on Warlock Audio, dropped yesterday. I hope he does well. I hope it can take I hope it continues because the Voss Dominic Sagona is I think is a very talented guy, very creative, very talented, and he deserves all the praise. He was on what was Diesel Boy's label, Planet Human. He was on that for a bit, way back when, and then he took a little hiatus, but looks like he's back. And some of the whips that he's sent, you can probably hear in all the previous episodes, are all sick. It's like this guy don't miss, man. Yeah, he's a good dude. So shout out to the Voss. It's 4 p.m. there, huh? Dude, how was Let It Roll? Attila, what's up, bro? How was Let It Roll? I saw you posted a bunch of clips on TikTok. It looks sick. It looks sick. Hopefully, if God wills it, I can go to Let It Roll Puerto Rico. That'd be awesome, to go there and chill. But we will see. What up, Transformer? How's it going, bro? Shout out to Transformer just had a release too. The remix of I don't know how you say his name, if it's Product or if it's, yes, PRDK. So products new track. I forgot the name of it, but bro, that track is fire. Actually, I was mastering a track last night, and I used that track to reference that and a Ziggy C track to reference. Um, and Yeah, it's sick, bro. It's sick. I was using it to reference mainly the high ends because I was kind of concerned. I've been hearing some weird things. Like I've been hearing some folks do high end nice and crisp, and others kind of tame it a bit. And I'm like, which way do I go? Because if you're master like my thought process was, if you're mastering your track and you kind of boost the high ends a bit using saturation or multi-band compression or whatever, that can take up some of the headroom that you need for your bass, which is that like wide, that long sine wave, right? And I was like, man, what the hell do I do to make it sound nice and crisp yet not lose the power of the mids and the low end? I guess that's I'm not a mastering engineer, but that's a skill. That's why you pay, people like TLDR and that's the Lion's Den, Wraith, man, great quick masters, and and they give you feedback. That's the best thing. If you go to a mastering engineer and they just master your track and they just give it back to you off one shot, I don't know if it's like either you're really good at what you're doing that the mastering engineer didn't have to do much, but I think the mastering engineer should actually let you know what you've done wrong or right. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to the Voss who just had that release on Warlock Audio, and I have a release next Friday. I have two releases. I think they're dropping on the same day. The Waiting to Hold You release, which Transformer, that was a track that you had been interested in working on, but it was already signed. So I apologize for that. Kind of people jumped the gun, and either way, I appreciate it, and there's plenty of time for us to work on some stuff. I would love to. I'd be honored to, actually. But what I wanted to do is get maybe Ableton so I can get that under wraps, because FL Studio is still, I don't know, I feel like I'm just not getting what I need to get. And that's like the sound quality. And maybe it's my approach. Maybe it's, who knows? I don't even know. Maybe it's my skill. I don't know. But I will be having that release on Manifest. So that's the Waiting to Hold You release on Manifest on Friday, and then the Seville versus Worcester release will be dropping on Friday as well on Dirtbox. That's Maniatics and myself, and I'm the B-side on it, and I did the track Europa, which I also mastered myself, and I think that one actually really came out good, nice and clean and clear and punchy. I played it out on a system, and I played it along Prolix. Prolix is it Prolix or Prolix's track origin unit? Oh man, I'm the worst with names, bro. I can't think. I don't know. And when you're DJing, it's fucking hard. There's so much fucking music out there. So much music and so many different names, and you're just like, dude, every week in the promo box, there's like 20 fucking tracks. And then you go buy music and you're like, bro, I can't even keep up. It's too much. But it's great for drum and bass because it helps us a few steps up. Yeah, shout out to Transformer. So Transformer does one-on-one sessions. The Radio EP also, yes, I mastered that one as well. Yes. So Transformer does these one-on-one sessions for I would go to that for that next step up, and so does Current Value as well. So you're gonna get out of them what you put into them, and as well as knowing what you wanted to do. You can't spend, I mean, whatever their fee they're going to charge, if you're going to spend 10 hours, no, you got to pay for the 10 hours. So, but with that said, their skill, their knowledge, will help you get through to that next step. So I definitely would recommend it. So shout out to Transformer, shout out to Current Value, and definitely hop in there and learn, right? Sorry. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I got the Europa EP, I got that, and then I mastered my Entropy release for Warlock Audio, which I think drops in September or October. I'm not sure, but that's just done. I sent it over to Dan last night, and I hope he likes it. I haven't given it the car tests or anything, but I'll be giving it a DJ test later on, so we will see. But for today, I'm gonna start something brand spanking new. So let's hop right into the door, kid. All right, so we've got Radio Bomb's gonna be in Darkshire for in 2 weeks. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait to see the video of that if there is one. Dude, shout out to Darkshire, bro. Great releases, huh? The music is sick. That genre of drum and bass, dark tech neuro, that's my shit, man. I love it. I love it, bro. All the tracks that they've put out so far have been great. So, shout out to them. I wish I gotta get that good, man. I want to, like, if I can figure out a way to get that good to make that quality sound, oh, I'll be happy as hell, because they have figured it out. Well, the producers on there have figured it out. All right, so we got this new track I'm gonna work on. Yo, what up, low key? There's no lineup actually right now. I gotta shave, bro. I gotta shave. Not like you. At least you got that full head of hair and you're in shape, bro. What? I'm not. I'm shapely. 225 pounds right now. Not good. Not good. 225 pounds. I've only been that weight one time before, and I look at those pictures, bro, and I was chubby. I tried to put on some shorts the other day that the year before last I would rock like all the time. Not happening. They're like these like boat shorts, like, yes, Quagmire. See, like I'd have a pipe and all that kind of stuff. They're nice and short. They're like halfway up above to my thighs, and light color khakis. They're nice, but I ain't wearing them because I don't want nobody to be like, damn, Poppy, that ass is fat. Them shits were tight as hell. I'm all set. 225 pounds of chubby sexiness. Yeah, I can even see it here. My daughter asked me the other day. She's like, "Where's your jawline?" And I said, "Shut your pie hole." Showing off a different kind of stems, right? Bree. Oh, Cocoa Crispy Reese's. What's up, Sashito? How's it going, bro? I didn't know if you streamed this morning. I woke up kind of late. I had a rough night trying to sleep, but anyways, let's hop into the docket. Let's open up this. I'm gonna go to 174. Close all this up and see if I can find that. So I am going to remix Stonk's Cemeterium, and we're gonna figure out how we're gonna lay this whole thing out. So base no side chain, chime trader. Okay, cool. So pretty much I'm gonna work on a drop idea while I set all this up. Yeah, remixing a DMB too. This is an actual remix, not a bootleg. I've been okay on my remixes. It's tough, man. Oh, dude, did you guys see that they released the Dust Up remix by Memphis? Bro, Dust Up is one of my favorite tracks of all time. I think, like of all time. That one and Friendly Intentions. When I used to play them out live, and every time I would drop it, those two just worked together. So, Vision has put out the Dust Up remix by Mefjus, and he did a phenomenal job at like staying true to the original track, dude. Nobody ever stays true to the original track. That's like super rare, man. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start here. Drums bus. Yeah, but it's a sick track. Yeah. It's sick, bro. Dude, I wish I could just play it here, but Facebook will shut us off. It's fucking weird. It's so weird how they do that stuff. I'm going to keep things kind of simple. I've been like overdoing it. Some of my tracks, I don't know how you guys do yours, but I've been fucking layering, and it's just not been conducive to production, because then you gotta, like, when you layer then you gotta fix it, and you gotta go in there and EQ and compress and distort and saturate. It's like, oh my god, bro. So it's a lot of work for, you're spending like, the idea of the track is done in like a couple of hours, but then you're freaking spending weeks on just trying to get it right. Then you get ear fatigue, and you get upset, and you like, go into a dark depression. I'm exaggerating, but no, it's freaking tough, man. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna make my channels quickly. This is kind of the boring part, but mid. But because I'm remixing, I'm using audio, and we're gonna do this kind of the right way, because I'm gonna do this anyways. It's like the biggest thing is like, you already know what you're gonna do. You might as well just fucking do it. Leads, whatever. Leads. FX bus. But yeah, that track is fucking dope. Yo, what up? Yeah, Ben. Send whatever you want, bro. I'll be down. Actually, I'll be down to hear whatever now. I forgot a little snot there. While I set this up, I'll be definitely down to hear that, bro. I'm actually thinking about doing a different scene in OBS, so I can just do the feedback, and I can go back and forth, right? Noise and vocals. One and rocks two, whatever. All right, cool. So that's done. Jungle Fighter, what's happening? So yeah, that Dust Up track is dope. Simple, clean, effective. It sounded like he actually remixed the tracks. Seems like he actually recreated the sounds. Definitely recreated the bass line. I don't know in what, but it sounds really good and clean. But it sounds like the original. So I don't know. Dude, he's actually Mefjus is actually one of my favorite producers of all time. It's freaking really good, man. Like, the talent is unparalleled. And I don't know, like I feel like his sound is always like bigger than Sub Focus or Dimension or whatever. And I mean, Sub Focus, it's just that dance floor sound. Like takes it's fun. It's fun. It's great. Man, I make dance floor now too. It's fun. Okay, so track mode. I'm going to change these to audio tracks and start at the beginning. And these are my drums. Change color. What color should we do? Red? Yeah. Let's do blue. Bass should be red. Change color. Synths should be pretty. Change color. What do you guys think for the effects? Brown? I don't know. Oh, you seeing Delta Heavy? Ah, that's fucking sick. Yeah, I seen that flyer somewhere. That's dope, man. What's a schnitzel? Is that like a hot dog? Like a hot dog or something? We got a whip. We got a whip. The one, the only, the uproot, the fiasco. Dude, I just did a search for Ben. Let's see. Dude, why is Noismith online with a chainsaw? Dude, was this that Lost Wood show? So sick. So let's go here. Austrian crumbed pork fillet that's about the size of a plate itself. Oof, that sounds fucking delicious. We don't have that here. I've never seen one here. We got steak, like all kinds of steak, and New England has some good stuff here and there, but I don't know. I love pork. They say it's not good for you, but it's good for me. All right, so let's listen to. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's fix the audio. All right. How's that? Yo, Pegasus, what's up, man? Yeah, so we're taking a look at Uproot the Fiasco's Alcove. It's called Alcove. Ah, very German, huh? Never been to Australia. I would love to go, man. I like it, bro. Blasting in my headphones. Woo! Dude! I can't even think right now. jungle up in there, bro. Oh, yeah. There we go. Dude. Yeah, bro. Dude, send it, bro. Send whatever you got. Yeah, the jungle was sick. Oh, let's hear Kleptoman's track. So Kleptoman is out of Montreal. Je ne sais quoi. And he's a young kid making some sick beats. That didn't work. Let's see. Kleptoman official. Delete this, delete that, and enter. Yeah, this is Kleptoman switch. Let's see what he got here. The other day he sent some dubstep first, and I was like, "Where's the drum and bass, bro? Where is it?" And then it came in. It was dope. Hold on. Hold the phone. We got a killer here at 12 o'clock. Kleptoman switch. Is it Klepto Man or Kleptoman?
Watch it. Watch it.
Dude, this guy's music is definitely how my brain works. It's fucking like all over the place, but controlled and in your face, bro. I love this shit. Woo!
And now switch it up.
Watch it.
Yo, absolute fire, man. Good shit, dude. Hell yeah. Kleptoman. So follow Kleptoman, please. If he continues on, he's going to he's gonna hit it. He's gonna hit it big, bro. And Kleptoman, my advice to you, bro, is do not stop, no matter what. I mean, stop doing the age appropriation here. Trying to use one of my first phones as your I don't know why I get hip hop after this, but yep, I had that wallpaper. We all did. Age appropriation. Oh fuck, I'm old. Yeah, it's dope, bro. Yeah, Transformer, if you want to send that track, man, I'd love to hear it again. Oh, Instagram, he did. Good. Let's check it out. Insta inbox. The Insta inbox. All right, so this ain't the very final. I'm on that right now, but this was after yesterday's session, and this is Transformer and Kaizen Flows Space. Oh, look at that. Space. We're gonna hear this one while I continue. This is Kaizen Flow and Transformers. This one's called Space, with a space between all the letters. Bro, come on. Why you gotta start with the fucking epicness, dude? Are you kidding me right now? This is freaking awesome.
is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the peak of man's fears. It is an area which we call space.
Hold on. Where's the rewind? Holy shit, dude. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? I can't even speak right now, man. Holy shit. What's up, Aaron? Aaron? Holy crap, that was sick. Hold on. Let's go ahead and start this again. Sorry. Whew. That actually got my freaking heart to race a bit. Or the coffee, because I'm old. Let's hear this again. Oh, man.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the peak of man's fears. It is an area which we call space.
Dude.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears. It is an area which we call space.
Yeah, bro. I love how it, like, oh man, that's freaking fire, bro. The drop is sick. The fact that you go into like a chuggish kind of thing so people can mix in and out of it, bro, absolute filth there, man. Shout out to Transformer. What's that coming out on? Is that coming out soon? I know you said it's the final track of the EP. I think this one is 174. Where we at? Ah, yes, an E-Brain, dude. Yeah, and those other two tracks I heard two of them, and this one now, that's gonna be a solid fucking release, man. I like, you know what I like the most about it is the width is there and it's controlled width. Ugh, man, I gotta learn how to mix down tracks right, because that's what I want to get to, where it's like it sounds empty yet full. Is there an echo in my voice? Is there an echo in my voice? Echo. What the fuck? This thing. Yeah, man. Shout out to you guys. I don't know. 3 tracks in and they're all fucking sick. That's awesome. Awesome. I think I'm just going to cut this probably right here. So this is what Cemeterium sounds like. I'm sure I gotta mute this. Mute this. Is there a delay on that? Something's up with the kick and snare. Oh, it's all off.
Life from death.
Yeah, so that's a really good point. Stereo imaging for the bass and the that's all on. Yeah, that's a really good point. So stereo imaging for the bass and synths group in the mix instead of, so I do that as well. So that way it just sounds a little bit more controlled when it gets to the final pre-master. But I think keeping things simple is like the biggest thing. Let me see if I can find the it's like bring your high mids to around 800K and highs to around 8,000. Wait, so you're saying that bring your high mids to around 800 hertz and then your highs to around 8,000. Are Are you talking about the actual sounds themselves to keep them in that range, or specifically what? I think oh, I see. Oh, so you're actually okay, so you're doing so you're actually setting it up on the group. You have your imager on the group and you're saying to set at that. I gotcha. That's the crossover points, right? So it seems like what Transformers got going on, and the tips from the clamps is that where if you now, yeah, that makes sense. At 800 hertz, you got one split. At 800. I'm gonna give that a shot a little later today. I'm gonna see if this loops here. It's like right there. Right here. Nope. Maybe my BPM's off. I gotta find out what BPM this is. I don't want to figure it out. Is there an easier way? Usually when I have my stems, they start right at the beginning.
In the year 3300, Earth has become a crowded wasteland with no space left to bury the dead. Humanity turned to the stars, creating vast orbital gardens known as cemeteriums. Here.
Then in mastering, I use a mid side to roll off any sides and the low end. Yeah, I do that too on my master, and I've listened to some master engineers saying that you should do it all in prior to your pre-master. So I do both. I am on my bus groups, like my bass bus and all that stuff. I cut out the sides and the low end and I bring it out. But then I found like I was analyzing or using a Burl track for reference and a couple of others. And then also like I talked about Ziggy SC and others. I've got an issue where I use Pro L2 as my limiter. And when I do, it adds saturation to the low end as well. So when I'm looking at my span, I have information coming through the low end. You don't hear it, but it's coming through because it's on the span. And then if I tend to use an EQ after and just cut out that low end to avoid any rumble coming out into the next clipper before it's completely out. I don't know if that's the right way to do that, but yeah. Dude, the FL Studio imager, I can't use, man. They have a stereoizer and they have a mid-side splitter, and it's like it's not intuitive enough for me, and you can't do things. I don't know. I just don't understand it. They have a preset for mid-side, but it does something behind the interface that you can't control, because you can't actually make a mid-side on your own. That I figured it out. I don't know. So I use Ozone as well. All right, so let's see. Let's go to Beatport and look up this track real quick. Dude, does everybody buy on Beatport still? Cemetery. Dude, they got it set to 151. Come on.
The year 3300. Life from death. Life from death.
All right.
Life from death.
Guess we got to figure this out. I think it's 174. And then if I go here to here, man, cut it all the way through. Remove everything. And now select all. And that doesn't work. Okay. I've noticed that the new FL, a lot of the commands, like using command and control, for me has not been working at all. Okay, that worked. So this is measures and measures. All right, let's see. I do want to keep as not exactly, but close to the original. So I'm going to go ahead and take the baseline. I'm going to make a new instance of the same line. Let's go intro, Control G, and this clip is also using a, do you want to make this instant unique? Yes. But then I'm going to copy this one here, do it again, and make unique a sample. Base node change, save that, and this is the baseline. So now I'm going to go ahead and hop into Serum. I'm going to take this sample if I can. Close this out. Where's my Serum? Where are you, buddy? Where are you? Take this and drag it into dynamic pitch follow, and then that's the key. All right, bring this down. Take this down. I'm just gonna go ahead and create a sub, or grab a sub and do some FMing. And let's randomly just choose something or other. Do envelope and start a loop point here and see what we come up with, just to mess with his baseline. see what I can layer this with. Sorry if I'm not paying attention right now. I got like, if anybody's on, I don't even know. 375 tunes in one mix. Sounds like a DJ. Let's see if I can make a little flanger or something or other. I don't know. And now let's go ahead and just do a pitch. Matrix. Breaking the matrix here. And make it mono. Let's take a look at it using the EQ, a little analyzing EQ. I don't really know if that's going to do anything, but let's try it. My bass patterns here. Leave his. Sounds kind of good. Let's hear it with his intro or the build up right there.
Life from death.
We got a new follower. Venom is out there. I appreciate you, bro. Maybe need some width. Let's go ahead and load up this here. Load up that there. On tonight's episode of Unsolved Mysteries. Let's go. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
And this is where I feel like I got a layer. I don't want to, but whatever. Let's do another part of the sound.
Yeah.
Let's edit file, save as. Let's call this one Stonks Cemeterium Diode Remix. Save. All right, let's go here, edit, copy, edit, paste. I have to do this because every time I hit Control C, it shuts everything down. Don't know why. I don't know if I'm sold on that. Let's go with maybe some reverb. And maybe control this slightly less. Let me do something here. I just want to check something out. Oh, with the pad. I think that's where I gotta be.
Life from death.
I wonder which way I want to go. Go with this. I don't know.
Death. Death.
lost here. Let me hear the original. Use the bathroom.
Life from death.
Let's do like this. Make unique. Take one of his bass lines. Bring it up here. I don't know. I don't freaking know right now. Let's see. I'm going to change all the kicks and snares and all. Actually, the kick is good. I want it to be energy.
Life from death. Life from death.
Life and death. Yeah, I'll do that. Just keep on building the tension. Let's go ahead and grab this thing. Where you at, buddy? Where you at? Right here. They should have a button here that just says last week link create automation clip for whatever you touch, instead of going to this tools last week create. I don't know why they do that, but it is what it is. Control I, Control G. Yeah. And maybe it needs... Oh, I did it. Control C, you jerk. You jerk. I fucking can't stand FL Studio. Why do you do that to me? Why? Why? I don't understand. Fuck. Back up. 1119. How lame is that? You hit Control C to copy and it closes. Ugh, fucking annoying. But Control Z works. Look at that. Look at that. FL Studio. Joppa, what's up, bro? How's them Roosters, kid? 1123. So Joppa, I'm working on this track and I don't know, I'm kind of lost. You know, it's like kind of early in the day. I'm actually gonna take a break in a minute because I gotta put some stuff to wash, but I'm working on this remix idea. Last week, create a machine clip. Womp, 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 why that wop, wop. You Joppa, you want to hear a fun track? Isn't that crazy? Control C is like a common thing, and for some reason, if I hit it, it makes FL crash.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys, if I don't know if you weren't around earlier, but check out this track from Transformer. Just a drop. Oof, so sick, man. Let me close that up. Yeah, such a sick drop. I don't know if you even heard it because I might have muted it, but let's see.
It is the middle ground between life. It is an area which we call space.
Oof. Crazy drop. And then we had this one from Kleptoman. I don't think it's here anymore. Crap. He's probably not on, but Kleptoman. He sent a new one that, oh, here it goes. It's called Switch. I'm gonna let this one play real quick while I use the bathroom.
Watch it.
Enquanto party, enquanto party,
watch it.
And now switch it up.
Yo, I love the vibe, man. The sick vibe, bro. It's like that like sample based jungle. Just keep going. Boom, 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 boom. 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch it up. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch it up. Boom, boom. 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch it up. Put it in your butt. This is Trader Joe's lemon ginger cayenne. Dude, spicy. Nina. Always giving me the spicy stuff. It's good though. If that even fucking, work? Yeah, there you go. Ooh, look at the autofocus, baby. Autofocus. It's so good. That actually makes me want to like fix my drums. All right, so those are the original drums. I'm gonna go ahead and just load up, make my own drums real quick. Let's go ahead and name this one Kick, and just take that and draw my kick in. He's got a really tight kick in here, which I'm going to emulate, but make my own if I can. Yeah, that's a very tight kick. Punchy as hell too, man. Shout out to Stonks. I don't know if he made that or not, but it sounds really good. I might even steal the transient off the kick to make it work. But we're going to make my own. Add another serum. File save. And save. Yeah, I'm going to save over you. Save, replace. Go ahead and load this up. 90. Turn this down. Set this to envelope. Bring the envelope up and shape my kick. This is at a quarter. So his kick is at 1/16. So I'm going to put this to an eighth. And I'm going to go ahead and just pretty much cut my kick right there. That's my sub. I'm going to add a harmonic to the kick. Slightly. And normalize. And then so now I need a pitch shift. I'm going to do a master tune. Let me just do the course. Oops. A little bit of an echo. There you go. Yeah. I mean, because I just do this a little bit. Then after I mess around a bit, set it up, and then I'll go ahead and tweak while I'm listening to the kick, like this part. Because I don't know what's going to... See? But I don't like that it's in bidirectional, so... Yep. And let's put this to 1/8. And now I'm going to add... I have my keyboard like in the worst place now. I need to figure this out. So the key of the track is here. If I go up, that's too high, but if I go nice and low kick, okay. All right, now let's add a transient. Maybe just a sawtooth is fine. And I know that my transient, I want it to be super short. And let's see how this sounds. It's like a weird delay. You know what it is? I think it's the headphones. Yeah, it's just a sine wave. That's all like a bass drum. If you think about it, you're hitting on the skin of the bass drum, and it's huge, and that skin flaps slowly compared to a snare, which is tighter and smaller, and that skin will reverberate or shake quicker because it's just a smaller piece. And I'll add a little bit of noise. I don't know why, but for some woodness. Yeah, right. Sound is like, dude. And how do they say like there's no sound in space, but they can record sound all the time? It's fucking bizarre. Oh, you know what? This is gonna give me a freaking allergic reaction. I can feel it. Oh no! So I'm allergic to apples. Unless they're cooked. She's trying to kill me. Nina Malunka. Oh, we got a new follower. U99 in baby. So every time somebody follows, they get a little bit of those little sounds. Welcome from the YouTube. Yeah, so here. On tonight's episode of Unsolved Mysteries. You guys ever watch Unsolved Mysteries way back when? Creepy as hell. Some of those shows make you look out the window at night like, bro, don't take me. So you see here the wood. Interesting. But I'm getting a weird delay from this thing. Maybe. Oh, you know what? I didn't do. I'm gonna set this to 0. I'm gonna do a pitch on this as well. Usually I don't. Because I do a master course pitch. But I didn't want to control the pitch of the noise for that wood. There you go. Okay. So now I'm going to remove all modulators and just... There you go. That's kind of a good kick. It's not loud and punchy, but maybe we can add a compressor, not a revolver, and use their punch preset and take it in Q and look at it. Equalizer. Look at that. And if you just click and drag this over here, we can look at it at least. And maybe it's a little bit too much. Yeah, it's like, I think it needs to be at a higher pitch. Let's go back to Serum. Yeah, that little noise gives it like an overhead. Interesting. Still don't like it. Yeah. Maybe the pitch. That sounds really good. It looks good too. Maybe a little bit too loud, but it does look good. Let's leave it for now. I'm not sold on this piece. There you go. What if we had a multiband compression on top of that other compression? Huh, look at that. Look at that. Sounds exactly the fucking same. No, actually sounds cleaner without it. All right, let's leave that. Let's leave it. Let's try it. Then we'll just move on to the snare. Do the same thing. Do a snare. For the snare, I already got some made. So I'm just going to go ahead and load up add another serum. Let's see. User diode drum snare. Use that one, but the noise is I don't know why I pitch shift this. Let's move modulator. All right, so let's leave that there. And I'll keep his snare just to stay true to the original. But I will make you, let's take this here, make unique a sample. We'll load this up into another layer right here. Put an EQ on there. And for this case, I usually use Pro Q4, but I'm going to use FLs just to lighten up the load. And bring the high end down. Yeah. Because all I want is that metal. Is there like an echo happening? Can't tell. And that's and the shuffles are great, but I'm going to yeah, I'm remixing the tune. Yes. He uses what does he use for his DAW? I think he's on Reaper. I'm not sure 100%, but I think he is. You know what I'm gonna do? Is I just want to check this real quick. Yeah, the monitor's off. Yeah, you can import the stems. Yeah, so you can just click and drag your wave files into this thing. I don't know. I'm not. That snare. The snare sounds weird because. There you go. Yeah, it was too much wood. I think it sounds kind of good. Getting the notifications over there on eBay. Don't know why. Better be my updated ship day because I'm not selling anything. Yeah, sounds good. Let's see. Venom, what's up, man? Yeah, so FL for Neurofunk. Honestly, it's great. It really is for the fluidity of production. Bitwig probably for the control of your production, and Ableton as well. But I've found that I found the weirdest thing ever. So I'm working on a track with this with Noismith. I don't know if you know who that is, but Dan Noismith, right now they're in North Carolina. And he produces what I guess people call skull step, or hard step, or I don't even know. But that Lime Wax, old school Panacea, cool, blah blah blah, like all that barcode recording, super hard version of Renegade hardware. Sick stuff, man. Great producer, great guy. And so we're working on this track, and I gave him the wave file of just a clip so he can make some edits so he can play it. And coming out of his DAW, for some reason, sounds better than what I gave him. And then I said, dude, what did you do to your track to make it sound that good? Not to your track, to our track. And he showed me the video of what's going on in his chain, and he's got literally nothing. All he did was edit the sounds like clips and export. Nothing on the mastering chain except for the some analyzers that don't do anything. They just analyze. And quality of the track came out better just from that alone. So I would say if you're going to get into the game for fun, get FL Studio. It's great, but expect to do a lot more work to get a better sound quality, or I don't know what I'm doing. But I've even seen some mixing groups from other producers that get a really good sound, and they got a lot going on. Like there's a whole lot going on. And then you see some tracks by other producers in Ableton, and they don't have that much going on, but it sounds fucking really good. So, yeah. So I felt with Reason, I couldn't get that sound that I wanted to get. And it's not easy to get that sound as far as like your production quality goes. But with, but yeah, but with Reason, now you can do VSTs. So I don't know if their sound algorithm is the same or not. It's been so many years, man. I mean, I released tracks on Reason, oh my God, 20 years ago. So I stopped that forever ago. But with that said, I feel like that the sound quality out of Ableton is the way to go. So if I'm going to suggest anything, I would say go with Ableton. And if you are looking to save a buck and not spend a lot, I would probably even say go with the Reaper, because I did a track, this track I did on Herd Killing forever ago now. Yeah, Korax, right. Korax seems to have it down. His sound quality coming out of there is nice and punchy and clean. I don't know, like if I'm comparing his songs to like Teddy Killer's, who are probably my favorite as far as production goes. Like it doesn't have the punch, but it does have the crispiness and the clarity. That's for sure. And most FL producers have the same kind of something going on with the sound. Like First Person, who's a phenomenal producer, and it doesn't mean you can't get signed to like Eat Brain or Blackout. I think Bunchin's on FL Studio too. But so it doesn't mean you're not gonna get signed somewhere or have a good release or make good music. I'm just talking about the actual quality of the sound itself. You can kind of tell a FL track versus I do know you need to detune for because Harmor or Citrus. I used to a lot, but no, man, I haven't used Citrus or Harmor in forever. So I'm not using that many stock FL plugins. So if you're looking to use stock stuff, I think Bitwig has a lot of really good stock stuff, and so does Ableton. And then on Reason, you got like Maelstrom. I'm sure they have some of that stuff, the Subtractor, all the stuff that I used to use. And I'm sure they have a shit ton more. But I use a lot of third-party everything. It's very rare for me to use stock FL because I just feel like I'm not getting for example, I use Pro Q4 or Pro Q3 for my EQing, because if I take one sound and I split it up into two channels, I can add effects to each sound and EQ differently. Now, if I have the same situation but on one channel I remove Pro Q4 and I add in FL's EQ, I get a phase issue. Like it's like slightly off to the point where there's no real phase cancellation, but you can kind of tell it's there. And it messes with your sound. So I find that I try not to mix that, so especially if I'm paralleling anything. I don't use FL. I'll use either FL stock stuff for specific things, or I'll use something else. I won't mix them because it doesn't work. Yeah, right. Reason was definitely Hummer's great. I think Hummer's fucking awesome. I just don't use it as much because I can do the same thing with Serum. But dude, they got some like even their presets. Let's see. I don't know what they have in here, but let's see for Neuro if I thought they had. I mean, I haven't opened this up in forever. I guess it's not there. Yeah, but they do have some really good stuff. But I find that they all have like this something that just sounds like Harmer that I didn't really like. So, um, it's not bad. I know Subminders uses it and they make some really good sounds. So, yeah, and I think who else? Out of the Russian crew, a lot of Russian drum and bass producers use it, but it's just not my thing. Delete. I think Smell of Males also is on it. They get a really particular sound. Yeah, it's just a tool. I mean, in the end of the day, I think FL is probably the best for my creative flow because you can just throw things in there.
Life from death. Life from death.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add another bass sound and something I've used before, but I think it'll be fun for this. Add a phase plant. Save. Go to my diode stuff. Coldwood Skank. Paste. But then with the FL, the problem that I've had is since all these updates have sucked. Dude, you got COVID? Molotov, are you gonna DJ or are you gonna make beats? Dude, what? You got COVID, man? I'm sorry, dude. That sucks. That's crazy. Holy shit. Holy shit. Actually, Molotov, if you want to go down, if you want to go on live now, I'm going to take a break. I got to put some stuff to dry. And then I'll be back on Wednesday. So if you want to do that, we'll hop over to you. Yo, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear, bro. Yeah, that sucks. COVID sucks, man. Man, duh. That fucking that reminds me when I had dude, fuck the COVID shot, by the way. Sorry if you believe in it, whatever. But man, when I had I got the shot, then I got COVID. And I worked for Lowe's, which is a retailer here in United States, and they're nationwide. And I was the manager there. We were running on like 60% staff. It sucked, and people were coming in. I mean, we made 60% staff. We made the most money that we had ever made in a year on that first year. It was crazy, and working with people every day. Have my mask underneath my nose. People get pissed. I'm like, dude, I can't breathe. I don't care. So it is. But when you're talking and you have that mask on, it like pulls your mask down because of my beard. I'm like, dude, so all day, just constantly. Then my glasses was fogged. Dude, the worst time ever. And never got sick, bro. And then my mom made me get the shot because she's immune compromised, and she said, if you don't get the shot, you'll never see me again. And I was like, oh my God, gotta go get the shot. So I got the shot, went with my daughter who really wanted to get the shot. She was like 14 at the time, or 13. She was like, I want to get a shot. I'm like, all right. So then freaking, dude, it was bizarre. You go to the shot, they just do it in the back of a Walgreens. And the lady's like, how old are you? And when's your birthday? She looks at my stuff, gives me a shot. I don't feel nothing. Like it goes in, out, nothing. The quickest thing ever. I was like, that's it? She's like, yeah. I'm like, dude, that's like less than a flu shot. What the hell? So my daughter's next, and she gets her, and she jabs her arm, but it's not the same. She goes, boom, slowly, and then pulls it out. I was like, either she's being really careful, or they're doing something to the people of a specific age. So yeah, I get that. I move on, feel nothing in my arm, no pressure. I then go for the booster shot. And my mom was like, if you don't get that booster shot. And I was like, all right. So I went and get the booster shot, and it's not the same experience whatsoever. Jabbed my arm, felt it just like a flu shot, where you feel like the pressure and the warmth. And I was like, ooh. And then slowly thereafter, probably a month after, if that, got sick. Caught the COVID, and it sucked. Dude, sucked. So yeah, COVID can eat dick, and so could the COVID shots. Yeah, the worst thing for my COVID was that my skin felt like a sunburn. My entire body, from head, even the bottom of my feet, felt like I got sunburned. So like the sheets and the shirts just rubbing against my skin. It felt like I was out in the sun for like a whole day. And dude, your third time getting COVID, stay home. Yeah, I caught it once, and thankfully, I mean, who knows if I got it again? I would get sick again. I said, I'm not testing nothing. I'll stay home, but I'm not gonna test anything. And you're not gonna give me no more shots. So I got the booster, my first shot, and that was it. I'm out. And then, dude, everybody who didn't get the shot, they're fine. No COVID, no sick. They don't get sick. I'm like, dude. Oh, and you got to work from home. Dude, that sucks. That's the worst. You've got the kind of job where you can work from home. They're like, you're sick? Get stuff done. That sucks, man. I'm sorry, bro. Can you hear, though? Are your ears clogged? I find that, like, now I'm congested as hell. So I can't produce, bro. It's like the worst thing ever. Yeah, I can't really hear. I can't mix stuff down. Like last night, I mastered a track, and oh, lost his sense of taste and smell, bro. Well, if he listens to hip hop, today's hip hop, he definitely lost his taste. Because that drill stuff, I don't know, it's not my thing. But yeah, man, I can't hear if I get sick, and it's the worst, especially when you got deadlines to meet. You want to get some stuff done. You really can't. Oh, how do you rate again? Is it Molotov Bliss? Yeah, that's the worst when you're sick. You're like, oh, this sounds sick. And then you go fucking wait till you're not sick again. And then you hear it. You're like, my God, that sounds like dog shit. Sending it to everybody. Yo, heck up my son. They're being nice. Oh, it sounds sick. Yeah, the idea is there, but oof. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro, man. I hope you feel good soon. Send me some tunes, bro. I'm gonna work on a mix later on, and then I'm gonna actually go watch some fights. There's some good fights tonight, so hopefully the UFC comes through with a night of sick fights, because I might go to the casino and watch it live there, maybe, or I'll watch it here. Who knows? Depends. I gotta check my bank account first. And yeah, so this is your boy Super Daddy Dial. This was Let Me DMB. And we do this every Wednesday and Saturday morning. Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. and Saturday mornings. You can catch them on Dirtbox, the post show or whatever. And then you can grab some merch like this shirt, which I have on right now on alexdowd.com. So, oh, I gotta do my round 3. You got it, bro. You got it. I gotta finish this remix first, and then I got that. Yeah, hell yeah. I appreciate you guys, man. We all are about drum and bass. So I got a raid, and I'm gonna do Molotov Bliss. If he's done, if he's on. Oh, it doesn't let me. Molotov Bliss's raid settings do not allow you to raid at this time. Let's see. Ah, well, I'll show up now, bro. All right, guys. This is your boy Super Daddy Diode. I'm out. Peace. Miss.